What if your pet has been trying to talk to you all along? Not in the echoes of a bark or the softness of a meow, but in a language much older, much quieter, a language you might be missing. You know that feeling when you're sitting in the quiet of the afternoon and you feel eyes on the side of your face. You look over and there they are. Your pet is just looking at you. Or perhaps they move around you in a specific way, or suddenly change their behavior for reasons you can't quite grasp. We often smile and think, oh, they're just being silly, or they must want a treat. But what if those moments aren't random? What if they are far more than just pets being pets? What if there is a deliberate, urgent conversation happening right in front of you, and you simply haven't learned the alphabet yet? What if every small action, a flick of a tail, a shift in weight, a lingering gaze was actually a signal, not noise? Not coincidence, but communication. For those of us who have lived through decades of human relationships, we know that the most important things are often said without words. Our pets are no different. They are sending us messages every hour of the day. Today, we're going to slow down. We're going to learn to see the invisible. We're going to discover what they've been trying to tell us all along. As we reach the chapters of our lives where the world feels a bit louder, we often find ourselves retreating to the silence of our homes. In that silence, your pet is speaking. They speak through movement. They speak through the architecture of their bodies. Consider the posture. We often think a wagging tail is a symbol of joy. But to a dog, the tail is like the tone of a human voice. A tail held high and wagging stiffly isn't happy. It's an alert. It's a signal of tension, a question being asked. A tail tucked low is a whisper of uncertainty. And then there are the eyes. Have you ever noticed the whale eye? That's when you see the whites of your dog's eyes as they turn their head. In our human world, we might think they're being cute or guilty, but in their world, it's a signal of deep discomfort. It's a plea for space. For our cats, the signals are even more subtle. A cat's ears are like tiny radar dishes, scanning the emotional frequency of the room. When they flatten back, it isn't just anger, it's a heart that feels overwhelmed. Even the way they stand is a declaration of their internal state. They aren't using words because they don't need them. They are using themselves. One of the gifts of getting older is the ability to recognize patterns. We see the cycles of the seasons. We see recurring themes in our lives. Your pet lives in a world of patterns too. Repeating actions aren't just habits, they are messages. Think about the shadowing behavior. Why does your dog follow you from the kitchen to the hallway? Why does your cat sit on your newspaper every time you try to read? We often think they're just needy, but look deeper. Following you is a signal of belonging and monitoring. They are checking the status of their leader. They are saying, I am part of your world. Avoiding you, on the other hand, is just as loud a signal. If your social cat starts spending hours under the guest bed, they aren't just moody, they are signaling a change in their health or emotional security. And what about the waiting? The way they wait near the door before you grab your keys. They have memorized the signal of your departure, the way your breathing changes, the specific way you set down your coffee mug. They respond to your patterns. When their patterns change, when they stop waiting, they are telling you something has shifted. For those of us who have navigated the ups and downs of life, we know that emotions aren't always loud. Sometimes the deepest stress or comfort is shown in the most subtle ways. Your pet experiences an invisible weather of emotions through signals we overlook. Take stress, for example. A dog might yawn when they aren't tired. They might lick their lips when there's no food around. These are calming signals. They are trying to soothe themselves, telling you, "I'm overwhelmed right now." On the other hand, consider comfort and trust. Have you ever seen your cat lie down and expose their belly, or your dog lean their full weight against your shin while you stand at the sink? These are signals of profound vulnerability. In the wild, this is a death sentence, but by doing it here, they are saying, in your presence, I am safe enough to be defenseless. We often miss these subtle shifts because we are looking for grand gestures. They are a mirror of the emotional energy in the house. If it's tense, they signal it. Our homes are Chung Ta sanctuaries, but for our pets, the environment is a living thing. How they react to sounds, people, and space reveals their internal state. Have you noticed your pet reacting to a sound you can barely hear? A distant siren, a new appliance, or the wind rattling a loose shingle? A pet that refuses to go into a certain room is signaling a need for security. Think about how they react to people, the way they react to you when you come home. If they've been alone too long, their greeting might be frantic. They are signaling the relief of a survival instinct being met. When they startle at a shadow, they aren't being irrational. They are giving you a data point about their comfort zone. By watching how they interact with the world, we learn the borders of their bravery. Perhaps the most poignant signals are the ones where our pets ask for something. They don't have words for help or connection, but they ask nonetheless. When your pet wants connection, they might simply sit 3 feet away and stare. This is an invitation. They are waiting for you to notice, signaling proximity, or they might nuzzle your hand while you're typing. Their emotional cup is empty. But then there are the signals for help. The ones that break our hearts. A dog who stops jumping on the sofa is signaling physical pain. A cat who stops grooming is signaling discomfort. They don't ask directly. Instead, they show through absence. They stop doing the things they love. Catching these whispers of need, we become more than owners. We become guardians. Understanding signals helps us prevent stress before it becomes a crisis. If you see your dog yawning while a grandchild is hugging them, you can intervene early. When your pet realizes you get it, their trust in you grows exponentially. The greatest mistake is ignoring the subtle signs until they become loud problems. Ignoring these signs is a tragedy of missed connection. Don't wait for the scream. Every wag, every blink, every sigh has been a word in a love letter. When you look at them tonight, don't just see a pet, see a friend. But among all the signals, there is one behavior so deeply misunderstood. The truth behind it reveals the deepest secret of your pet's devotion. We'll break it down in our next video. I'll see you there.